All right.
Round two.
Round two. Here we go. Well, hey everybody. Thanks for watching another one of our videos on God and politics. The desire in the heart of this video is we want to know what the parties believe, Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, but also what is God's heart for the big issues that we're facing.
For sure. On the last video we went over the Second Amendment and the environment, and today we're going to be going over education. Yeah, so the Democrats say, as Democrats, we believe that education is a critical public good, not a commodity, and that it is the government's responsibility to ensure that every child everywhere is able to receive a world-class education that enables them to lead meaningful lives, no matter their race, zip code, disability status, sexual orientation, gender identity, or household income. The libertarian view: education is best provided by the free market, achieving greater quality, accountability, and efficiency with more diversity of choice. Recognizing that the education of children is a parental responsibility, we would restore authority to parents to determine the education for their children without interference from government. Parents should have control of and responsibility for all funds expended for their child's education. The Republican view: parents are a child's first and foremost educators and have primary responsibility for the education of their children. Parents have a right to direct their children's education, care, and upbringing. We support a constitutional amendment to protect that right from interference by states, the federal government, or any international bodies such as the United Nations. We reject a one-size-fits-all approach to education and support a broad range of choices for parents and children at the state and local level.
So what would you say the differences are? Like Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, how are they different?
Yeah, well, the Democrats here, they want to basically control things more at the government level, and they want to make it kind of equal access to everyone. And the Republicans and the Libertarians, whereas they don't necessarily say they don't want equal access, they want that choice of where the child goes to get educated to be the parent's choice, and not the government's choice.
So almost here's the standard, Democrats are saying here's the standard, and the Libertarians and Republicans seem a little bit more the same.
Yeah.
Are more saying no, it should be about options and choice.
Yeah. And the Libertarians might be a little more extreme about the options and choice than the Republicans, but they're still kind of the same there.
Right. Well, God's Word says some interesting things about education. Knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. The beginning of, I like this one a lot. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom. It says that in Proverbs.
Yeah.
Here's another one: train a child in the way they should go, and when they're old, they will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6 says, "My son, if you keep my words and store up my commandments within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call up for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it like silver and search for it like hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." Proverbs 4:13, "Take hold of instruction, do not let her go, guard her, she is your life."
Wow.
And then Titus 2 talks about older women training younger women. There's other parts of the New Testament talk about parents training their children.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a big deal. But it seems like the Bible emphasizes wisdom over knowledge.
Okay.
So it's not that knowledge isn't important, but wisdom giving the knowledge purpose.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I saw. The other thing that I saw too is that that the only way education happens is if there's a desire to learn on the part of the individual. So I think that's the part too, how can we help people desire to learn? And that parents are the first teachers.
Yeah. So how does that kind of relate to a modern education?
Yeah, I mean, when you were talking, the first thing I thought of is what about people that don't have parents that care about education in their home? How can we care for them? And then the other thing I thought of is the importance of choice. It is actually kind of cool that parents can train up their kids how they're supposed to go.
For
and
sure.
so obviously, I think there isn't a one size fits all. for all this kind of stuff. But that how can we cultivate an environment where kids and adults love to learn and know the purpose of learning? And two, how can we desire to grow in wisdom over just information?
Yeah. Well, thanks. So that was education, and our next video is going to be on immigration. We'll
Like,
see you there.
subscribe, and share.
Boom.